we always want to do something that's easy. And that's a laudable goal. There's nothing wrong with that. But the way that most things get easier is through repetition. That's it. Like, that's the secret sauce for making most things easy in life, is do them enough times that they get easier. It's a practice. So one of the sayings that my mom, she repeated this a lot, which is kind of funny, but is repetition aids retention, right? So, and she uses for anything in education as far as like spelling words, math, like all these things. And of course, she repeated that phrase enough times that now I have that burned into my memory forever. But repetition aids retention. And so that a lot of times what makes things easier is that it's easier for us to step in and do it. It's easier for us to know that we're on the correct path. It's easier for us to quickly recall the information or the next steps, right? We can do all of this faster than what we could if we've not done this before. Okay, we've got knowledge to fall back on, practice to fall back on, experience to fall back on. And so what we're talking about today is, how do we bring that into the sales process, which for many people feels like they're kind of reinventing the wheel for big chunks of it, if not all of it, right? But at least for big chunks of it, every single time. Your proposal is different every time. Your presentation is different every time. You got to figure out how to pitch it. Your creative is different every time, and the story you got to tell. So you got to figure out how to pitch it, right? So you're talking about all of this stuff that seems different. Well, the client's challenges are different every time, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And I get it. All of those things are true. But what I am saying is there are ways to be able to add process to your sales that any company can apply. And it falls into what you kind of talked about before. There's 3 roles, 3 goals, and it's about process, not activity or people.